Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Minnesota Twins and the Detroit Tigers. Festivities are wrapping up. This place is rocking. The home opener is coming up next. And now for the Twins, Byron Buxton.
The center fielder, Byron Buxton.
Ready to go now. And
Leading
now it's
off
the
tonight
switch hitting
for
second
Minnesota,
baseman,
the
Brooks
second
Lee.
baseman, Brooks Lee.
Bunts it in the air. And he makes the catch. One up, one down. Now the number 2 hitter, Yuri Ruiz. Bunting, and he pops it up. Stretches out and hauls it in. Now Correa up to hit. Bunted back towards the mound. Into Candelario's glove. And it's a 1. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Josh Smith. Puts a bunt down. Contreras got him on the off-balance throw. One gone, bottom half of the first. Brian Reynolds here. Bunts it straight back to the mound. On to first, and they take care of Reynolds for the out. 2 outs, base is empty. And next up for the Tigers, intentional walk coming here. They put him on board, and with 2 outs, they'll go after the next batter. Runner at first with 2 away. Here is Austin Riley. Hit on the ground to short. The throw to first.
He's out.
3rd out. Back here in Detroit, and here's the veteran outfielder, Byron Buxton. Scooble back to work. And that one clips the corner.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a ground ball. Tosses to first. That takes care of Buxton. Here's Josh Young.
Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Josh Young.
Just missed. One out, bases empty. Inside, just missed.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Swing and a miss. There's that
2 balls,
changeup.
1 strike.
Late with the swing there.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball.
2 balls,
Try to go
2
again with the
strikes.
fastball, slightly elevated. He just having a hard time catching up.
No, that's foul.
Safe at first as they can't make the play.
All over that one right there. Breaking ball was in a decent spot down and in, but he did a really nice job getting to it before it tied him up.
Hey! 0-1.
0-1. Now
1
miss.
ball, 1 strike.
And it
Ball.
is 2-1.
We got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Dive, and he's got it. And that's a base hit despite a great defensive effort. First and second, 1 out. Here's the veteran first baseman, Wilson Contreras. In there at the knees, and that's strike 1.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you've got to get ahead in the count so that you can dictate the rest of the at-bat. Nice job right there.
Ball.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Should be extra bases. 1 runs in, runner around third on his way to the plate, in to score from first. It's 2-zip.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. I love the hustle out of the box, man. He drove that baseball and he was thinking triple right away.
Harrison Bader in the box here lets that one go for a ball, and that's in for a strike. 1 away with a runner at third here at the top of the second. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He made him pay for that one. It's 4-0. Ryan Jeffers at the plate, and there's a foul ball. Carpenter under it. And there's 2 away. Back to the top of the lineup. Brooks Lee getting ready to hit. And that is that. Back at Comerica Park. And now here's the veteran DH, Jock Peterson. That clips the zone. Strike 1.
Well, he left that changeup up. Got away with one there, and he'll take it, but doesn't want to make that mistake again.
Line drive and foul ball. He goes down looking. Here's Riley Green. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Buxton makes the catch. 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Here's Gleyber Torres. And a foul ball. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
In the air, center field. Buxton moves under it. Drops into the glove. And that is... And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the right fielder, Esteury Ruiz. There's the strike at the knees. It's 0-1.
Been a rough start on the mound for this guy. This third inning so important for him to get on track, turn the page, settle in, do all those.
This one's into the outfield. Could be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in, and he's got a leadoff double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Punched that one down the line for extra bases, and that was an excellent job going with the pitch on the outside. Got his bat on plane and just drove it.
And it falls. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat. Just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
Edge of the zone for a strike. And now it's even 1-1. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. To first, that takes care of Buxton. Now it's the Twins DH, Josh Young. Reached on an infield single his first time. And that misses. 1-0.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
In the dirt, but kept close. Man at second. Smith. Slings it across. 2 away. Here's Royce Lewis.
The batter, the third baseman, Royce Lewis.
Now he can't squeeze it behind the plate. And no movement on the bases. It's ball 1. Hit hard on the ground to short. Into Candelario's glove. That ends the inning. And we're back. Set for the bottom of the third. Now here's the Detroit catcher, Drake Baldwin. Fought off foul. Baldwin, in his rookie season, hitting 9th in today's lineup. And he was a 3rd-round pick in 2022. Foul ball, still 0-2. And misses inside.
Boog, it looks like somebody missed the swing sign. That's the first pitch this team's taken for a ball all game long.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. And they'll do it again. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. The pitch. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Inside.
That one almost got him. Ripped on a line. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. Safe at second with a leadoff double. Back to the top of the Detroit order. And now it's going to be Josh Smith. And first offering is fouled off. Baldwin leads off second with nobody out. And a strike on the outside corner. 0-2. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. One gone here. B-Ray coming to the plate now. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
Well,
the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep into counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
Line drive, and this might be trouble. Baldwin around third. He'll score easily. Into second with a double, and they've got something brewing now.
Comes through with the RBI. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Carpenter stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. Center field, Buxton has a beat on it. Nabs it. Runner tags at second. And he gets to third safely. Moving up on the fly out, and there are two gone. Here comes Austin Riley. That's off the inside corner, and that is ball one. And it's fouled away. Two outs. That one is absolutely belted. And it looks like trouble. Reynolds comes round and he scores. It's 5-2.
Picks himself up an RBI. When you can turn a ball around at 100.
Danny Coulombe taking over on the mound.
Number 54. Danny.
And the batter now, Jock Peterson. Fouled off. He was late. Runner at second, two down. Here in the last half of the third. Next pitch is downstairs.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to two strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
On the ground, right side. Tosses to first, and Peterson retired. And that'll keep more runs. Back here in Detroit, and here's the first baseman, Wilson
Now
Contreras.
for the Tigers. Number 4. Bo Brisky.
Tap foul at the plate.
Well, these Twins really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. They were obviously able to run the starter out of the game in the third, so they've set the table for a win, and now I'm sure they're thinking it's time to feast.
Carpenter. And it's caught for the out. So if they're looking to feast, are you saying they've already got a plate but are looking to go back for seconds?
Yeah, I'd say something like that.
Into the outfield, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
Calls it in for the out. So two down now, and here is Brooks Lee. 0 for 2 in this one. That one fouled off. So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Jonah Bride.
And he's a right-handed bat, but he handles same-side matchups pretty well, so should give him a good at bat right here.
Bader leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Green on the run. Makes the grab, and that is that. Ready to go, bottom 4. Here's the center fielder, Riley Green.
This hitter loves attacking the first pitch, so not think giving him something to hit is a good move. Well, these Tigers just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
That clips a corner.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Green checks his swing. Appeal down to third. Did not go. Swing at a ball lifted to center field. Buxton puts it away, and there's one down. Here comes Gleyber Torres. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Foul ball there. One down, base is empty. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. Next offering is fouled back. On the ground to the left, and that's just foul. That just misses, and it's 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
That's foul.
Good eye in that spot.
These first 2 hitters really making him work out there. Already 14 pitches this inning.
Hard hit to third. Throws across the diamond. And Gleyber Torres retired.
The first baseman,
2 outs,
3,
base is empty. And now the first baseman, Jeimer Candelario. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 1-0. They say you win. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2.
Well, he went inside a couple of times, and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
And he hits a ground ball right side. Inning over. We go to the top of the 5th at the plate. Esteury Ruiz. In there at the knees for a strike.
Well, these Twins putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
And that's in the dirt.
2 strikes.
Misses. Now 2-2. Just missed.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Down the line. And that drops foul. 3-2. Payoff pitch. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. 1 away here in the 5th. Here's Carlos Correa. Fly ball down the line. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. The shortstop takes the ball. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Oh, nice play. To his knee, the throw, and very nicely done for the out. 2 down, base is empty. Byron Buxton, the next twin up to hit.
Tigers, number 49, John Revia.
That one off the mark. Ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
Swing and a miss. Strike one.
1-1.
A little bit low.
That's down.
2 outs, base is empty. And a strike in there.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Pitch
I got
misses
3-2.
inside. Full count now. Up and
That's
in, ball
Take your
4.
base.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. Buxton off of first with 2 away. And a base hit. They stopped the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Hit hard on the ground to the right side, and it goes just foul. And that skips in the dirt.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
That catches the corner. They take the force out. That's the 3rd out. Back at Comerica Park. And here's the catcher, Drake Baldwin. Coulomb back to work. Swing and a foul out of play.
Well, these Tigers, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
That's too low. And the count 1-2.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
So the lineup flips over. And here is Josh Smith.
Now pitching for
Cody Funderburk gets the ball now.
At this point in the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and you need a little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
That pitch gets the inside corner, and the count is 1-1. Right back to him on the mound. 2 up, 2 down.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out in front, rolled over on it. Exactly what it was supposed to do.
This one in the air center field. Brings it in for the 3rd out. All set for the top of the 6th. And now for the Twins, Wilson Contreras.
Now pitching for the Tigers, number 18, Kenta Maeda.
Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. Contreras around second. The relay to third.
No, too late.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Just missed.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
Reynolds makes the catch. 1 down. Here's the catcher to hit, Brian Jeffers. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. In comes the runner from third, And it's an RBI single, and they lead by 4.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Ball, that's
outside.
off the plate.
And 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Sets him down on strikes. That was pretty nasty. Yuri Ruiz, the next twin up to hit. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. Ruiz measures 6 feet even, 26 years old, and he's usually in center, but today starting in right. Dives, and he can't hang on.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. You got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Strike 2.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at-bat.
That's a hit. Coming home. He'll score. It's an RBI single. It's 7-2.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
That's a strike.
I got a ball,
Ruiz,
1 strike.
the runner at third. Correa on at first with 2 down. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That pitch just misses the inside corner, and the count's even at 2. Swing and a ball driven out to center. That one's back. It's out of here. Touches down in the front row of the bushes. Home run. So 2 away with nobody on. And next is the designated hitter, Josh Young. 0-1. Offense exploding for 5 so far in the inning, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Slice down the right side. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And downstairs.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And the sweeper misses.
This has been a rough inning, but sometimes you just got to work through it, save the rest of that bullpen, somehow stop the bleeding.
Candelario. He'll do it himself, and they're happy to just get off the field. This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
Okay.
Were we on script?
Never.
Singing, did anybody ever give you the silent treatment?
Now pitching for
Every once in a while, they'll work that same trick on a veteran player. If, say, he's been cold or hasn't hit a home run in a long time. And that's always fun when you don't see it coming at all, and everybody in the dugout goes crickets on them.
Yeah, and that veteran player's usually got a response for those individuals with one or the other hands.
Just missed. That was your worst start one year. Didn't you start like 3 for 33 or something?
Oh, it was awesome. It was awful. Not awesome. It was awesome.
Not so awesome.
It was awesome for pitchers facing me, but it was awful for me. It sounded like some type of deal at a fast food restaurant, like 3 for 33 or something.
And that one hammered Bader. Going back onto the track, and he makes the catch. Here comes Austin Riley. Started after it, appeal to first, and he went around, according to Clyde Washington. next offering. Popped in the air, right field. Ruiz hauls it in, 2 away. Here's Jack Peterson. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Late swing, foul to the left.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Smoked on the ground a second. That's the third out, inning over. And welcome back to the ballpark. And here is Royce Lewis.